Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do One Piece episode 592 review. So, of course, before I get started, look down in the description below for the link to this week's episode of One Piece and One Piece Official. Now, a little disclaimer here before I get started. No Japanese company, corporation, or network has any claim to this video. This video follows the rules and regulations provided and set by Google/YouTube. The thumbnail is an original photo which belongs to no Japanese company, corporation, or network. The visuals are me. They do not own me. That ended. And the audio is me speaking over a homemade soundtrack. They do not own my voice, obviously. So, that being said, this week's episode of One Piece. It's actually very, well, yeah, I found it very simple. I really do. I found it very simple. It wasn't like I was uninterested. More or less like I just found it very, like the Yeti Cool Brothers, they were cool, but they weren't cool enough. You feel me? Like they weren't cool enough. And I mean, the only thing that I really like a lot is that Law, Trafalgar Law is going solo. And it appears that he's acting as his own. He's acting as an independent party. It appears at this point in time. I mean, even though there was a lot of exposition between Monet, Caesar Clown, and Law, and the foundation of that exposition was trying to decipher as to whether or not Law was on their side or not. And then Law, of course, he mentions how, like, remember all the shit that just happened with me taking on the Navy. And how it's bad for me, it's bad for my ass if they find out that I'm here on this island. It's also, he also mentions how when they first met, he explains, and this is very key, he explains how he doesn't want anyone to find out that he's on this island, that he wants to discover and he wants to study some of Vegapunk's material and some of his research, and don't tell anyone, including Joker, quote-unquote Joker. And when Caesar Clown heard the name Joker, he was like, okay, birds of a feather flock together. So, and then there's more talk, because like Monet, she was the one who talked about how in the past in Shibboleth Archipelago and Marineford, Law has gotten involved with Luffy and the Straw Hats twice. So it does put his loyalties into question. And Law, throughout the course of their exposition, throughout the course of their talking, he was able to fortify, at least it appeared so, he was able to fortify their expectations of him as not an ally, but more, yeah, I guess actually, yeah, as allies. But then again, he goes back on this at the end of the episode where he takes out two of Caesar Clown's subordinates. And then he says, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. So, right there. So, that to me was actually like the best part of the episode by far. But the rest of it, I mean, it was okay. I mean, like, there was, like the thing about the Yeti Cool Brothers that makes them cool is that they maintain the silhouettes for the upper half of their bodies. Meaning that you don't get to see their faces. All you see is black. Like, that's all you see, black. And like the hat over, and then like I think the guy's name is Scorch. Scorch is the one with the gas mask and has like the giant red eyeballs and shit. So like he's Scorch, and then Rock is the one with the actual tie, and then he has like an actual human nose, and he's like, yo man, like maintain the cool. It's like Scorch, like Scorch sometimes goes off the handle. He's like when he was shooting Brownbeard, like like shut up man. And then Rock was like, yo man, watch out for the kids. And he's like, oh yeah man, not cool. Like like it's all about the cool, man. Like even when they were talking to the guy on the Dendemushi, Scorch kind of like lost it for a second. He's like, do you want me to fuck you up? He's like, oh man, cool. It's like, oh yeah, cool. Like it's so like they're funny. I'm not lying, like they're funny. But even still, it was like the pacing to me was a little bit slow, especially when it came to Brownbeard. Like there was an entire filler backstory about how like there was like entire filler flashback of Brownbeard when he was talking to Caesar Clown, when he was, obeying his orders, when Law gave him his legs and so on and so forth, and that was all filler. That was all filler, at least to my recollection. And it was like, him being an obedient servant. Then when we have Skultry playing the Denden Mushi about how Caesar Clown doesn't give a flying fuck about Brownbeard. I mean, who the fuck does? He's like, yeah, maybe not a good idea. And I'm gonna start crying out, Master! Like, shut up, man. Shut the fuck up. So, and also another cool part was Luffy. Just Luffy, like, when he heard the explosions, he could sense that there are two beast-like creatures around the area. So, like, that was pretty cool. But that was it. Like the episode overall, the pacing was slow. Animation was okay. Nothing too spectacular. And, I mean, I can leave it at that, to be honest. Like, yeah, I really can, because there's nothing else. I mean, we did see a scene of the Marines going, because the Marines, now they're going to target a ship that Caesar Clown has in the docks, so they can escape, or so they can contact HQ. But, Caesar Clown subordinates were already there, defending that ship. So, obviously, they can't leave without beating Caesar Clown subordinates. And right now, we're going to have, Smoker inside Tashigi's body and Tashigi inside Smoker's body go to this, go and aid their own subordinates. And then, I mean, like, the whole entire Nami, Nami inside Frankie's body got captured. And the reason why is because Caesar Clown finds the fact that Frankie can use Vegapunk's Pacifist the Radical Beam, like the actual laser, according to the Red Flag Drake in the pre-time skip, Kizaru's laser. So he's kind of like, I want to experiment on Frankie, which is unfortunate because Nami's inside Frankie's body. So right now, we're gonna see a retrieval where we're gonna probably see a few of the actual cast go and find Scourge and Rock so they can retrieve Nami. And, I mean, that's it. That's it. There's nothing more to say. There's really not. The episode overall, I think it was okay. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Nothing special, nothing spectacular, nothing outlandish, with the exception of the whole entire Law thing and the Joker. Keep that in mind, quote-unquote Joker. But that's it. That's really it. Can't say anymore. I'm done. It was okay. Not bad. I mean, they did kind of drag it out with the whole entire filler flashback of Brownbeard. Mustard! So, but I mean, that's it. We'll leave it at that. Law's gonna get involved in some way, shape, and form, because why? He's Trafalgar Law. That's simple. That's simple. So I'm done. King Lightning. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and... Oh yeah, one last thing. We do get to see Monet's intellect, where she's able to, and like the amount of information she can accumulate. She's actually like so far, she's very, like, her intelligence is comparable to that of Robin's, where she knows a lot about people. Like, when Law first came and met Caesar Clown, she knew that he had the Opi no Mi and his abilities and how he had contact with Luffy and, Luffy and the Straw Hats on 2 occasions, and, so on and so forth. So we get to see some of her intelligence being displayed in both the flashback and in real time. But yeah, I'm done. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always, and I'm signing out. Peace! Have a nice day. Be cool. Real cool.